I'm back to Lovecraft country. Very excited to be back. I'm so sorry, D. What happened to you was fucked up. God damn, her arm is fucked.
Pointing fingers. You all
I apologize for being in a shit mood right now. I had to have dinner with my dad and stepsister last night. And they were going on and on about how white privilege isn't a thing and Black Lives Matter is a bunch of violent assholes and just all kinds of really fuck shit. And I'm still feeling it. I haven't really gotten over it.
Because I'm going to give her time to pages.
What?
A little late for that.
And you took it. You took it. And fuck all the rest of us.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Montrose. You've been fucking us over too. Like, shut up.
What the fuck you said, lady?
Now would be a great time for you all to just spill the beans. Everything. Every single one of you, stop holding secrets back. Just say everything.
There was a gas explosion outside of my house.
Sure, we'll call it that.
You come willingly back to Arden the night of the autumnal equinox.
Of course. Just can't do anything out of the kindness of your own heart to save a child, can you, Christina? Here we go. Episode 9, Rewind 1921. I normally avoid all trailers and like spoilers for the future episode, but I did see that people said this was about the Tulsa massacre. Ugh. Hope it fucking hurts, you little shit.
We've done this before.
Christina, it would have been really great if you had come and said that before he killed more black people to attempt it, you know? Just saying.
Could be a curse.
Oh, so that's what the protection charm did. Oh, is that it? I wanted it to be so much more painful for him. Like, I'm sure that was agonizing, but I wanted more. That dude was the most racist, evil motherfucker probably on this whole show. I wanted more than that. And I wanted him to at least help Dee before he fucking died.
Why wouldn't you? You heard Christina.
Oh, I actually completely forgot about that.
You might be George's son.
Oh, damn, you're just gonna drop it like that?
Is Dee sick?
Oh, hell yes. You took your sweet time, but goddamn, I'm glad you're back. Like, what did Dee do, ever, to deserve this shit? Again, I know that's the point, but fucking hell, man. I don't like it. Well, that's something.
The way he came at you earlier.
I trust Atticus and Montrose a fuckload more than Christina.
Just like Mama running after all of her men and made you invulnerable. Shit, you need to be getting in this car with me.
Yeah, because she has ulterior motives, Ruby. Are you fucking kidding me? Ruby, are you fucking serious?
The spell book. Give me more information.
Hippolyta's like, I don't have time for this shit. We gotta go. My baby is in danger.
Infinite possibilities that came with infinite wisdom, and I'm gonna use all of it to save my daughter.
Damn straight.
Now get in the fucking car.
At least we can all still count on Hippolyta.
Hustler, I was your plan B.
You asked for my help today, and I came for you.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I saw an opportunity, and I took it. But I'm not using you. I'm not
Sure.
your mom.
If you really cared about Ruby, why wouldn't you want to make her immortal as well? Once again, seem to only be trying to help yourself.
Promise me you won't hurt my sister. I always saw myself as a redhead.
Oh my gosh.
Why didn't he tell me?
Because none of you tell anyone anything.
Because he learns that he dies of Christina's spell.
Me. I'm gonna jack into the machine.
Oh, okay. Hippolyta being like a literal superhero right now. Alright. Stop looking around. Hurry up. Whoa. You did a great job with the time period.
I can't say anything that might change the future.
Oh wait, Letty's wearing the same dress she was in the Vision, wasn't she?
He's dependent on us. Shut your mouth. I only had a few sips. You pathetic.
Take. Did Hippolyta not just say for you all to leave this shit behind?
No idea what you're walking into.
When Dee's safe, we're done.
Alright, fine. Deal with that shit later. Like, you can have this conversation later when D is safe. Fuck, dude. Well, Tick, do you kind of understand where it comes from now? Like, no excuse for him beating you, but
It was George's corsage.
you gotta sort of see why it happened now.
Chastise your boys how you like, but mine, you leave her be.
Man, fuck that whole, like, chastise your boys how you want. Like, no. Fuck that.
Come on! I got one for all you crackers.
Fuck them up. Shoot these assholes to death. I almost wish they would have shown the part that it was actual city officials that gave these white people all these weapons and resources to fucking kill all these black people. Just like Emmett Till, Dick Rowland didn't even do what they fucking accused him of.
Anybody comes close, you shoot to warn, then you shoot to kill.
How about you just shoot to kill? They're not gonna give you the same fucking courtesy.
Because Mr. Freeman's gonna find her just like you said, and I'm gonna apologize for being such a brat. And everything's gonna be okay, right?
This is so sad, dude.
Yes.
That was the only way I could go on and not die here with him. I can save him now. I can save him.
Sorry
Can't.
about what happened to you.
Can't,
friend. I really
man.
am. You can't save.
Yes, I can. It won't change nothing.
Listen,
It won't change nothing.
listen.
It will.
You best start telling truths. That's a bullet between your eyes.
I'm from the future. I need the book of names. It's gonna save
Future.
D. Like,
Dora's son's girlfriend. I'm here because we need the book of names.
there you go. There you go.
Good Testament's the only book I know.
I never forget that cracker scream.
Nigga faggot!
Please.
When my great-great-grandson is born, he will be my faith turned to flesh.
It's a brave, brave woman.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Sometimes I wonder what to say to you now. Say, where is your fire? You got to find it and pass it on. You
Recognize
got
the
to
poem, too.
find
It's,
it and pass it on from
Catch Your Fire,
you to
I think.
me, from
Sonia
me
Sanchez.
To her, from her to him, from the son to the father.
Fucking
from the
kill
brother to the
every
sister,
last
from
one of
the
them,
daughter
Atticus.
to the mother. Coming out of our past, the fire of living, not dying, the fire of loving, not killing, the fire of blackness, not gangster shadow. Du Bois and Fannie Lou Hamer and Martin and Malcolm and Mandela. Sister, brother, come.
I'd chase every single last one of them down. Sorry, I don't even have much to say. It's one of the most emotional scenes of the show. Probably number one for me. This has had quite a few. Don't tell me they get fucking stuck here or some shit, dude. This was one of the wealthiest black communities in America at the time. All those fucking white people did not like that and used the very first excuse they could to burn it all to the ground. Kill every last person they could find.
Big Leg Taylor's last stand on Standpipe Hill.
Come on, Hippolyta, you got this. I get that it's powerful to see Letty walk through knowing that she can't be hurt by any of this. And, like, she's just taking it all in, seeing all the pain, but you gotta fucking hurry, Letty. You need to get back. Hippolyta's giving it everything she's got. I gotta admit, though, the imagery right here is amazing. Holy shit. She really is Orinthia Blue now.
Do we get it?
We got it.
You guys did it.
Fucking got her.
Damn, they're just gonna end it right there. That was another really, really heavy hitter. Fucking hell. I apologize for crying so much right off the bat. I feel like the mood I'm in right now, just having to listen to the absolute shit that my own family was spewing at me all last night didn't really help, or I suppose did in a way. But I mean, it's shit like this that I'm talking about. Like, my own family can sit there and say white privilege isn't a thing and systemic racism isn't a thing and all this kind of shit. And why was I never taught about this moment of history? Why is it that still, when it is taught, they say maybe 32, 34 black people died, when in reality, that's a fucking lie. And I refuse to sit there and swallow that bullshit. So, again, just seeing it actually happen, not just reading about it or doing my research. It's both incredibly horrifying and insanely tragic. And seeing what Tick's great-grandmother did, knowingly sacrificing herself and her family in the hope that things will be better and that her great-grandson can bring about real change and live in a world that's not so fucked up. I don't know, that hit extremely hard. To be able to face that kind of hate, racism, and violence and still have hope for the future and make a sacrifice based on that hope alone and her faith, like, that's the epitome of bravery and strength. And even Montrose being able to witness the death of, his first love all over again so that he could knowingly stay his son's father and keep his son alive again, it hit really, really hard. And it makes me really nervous to watch Watchmen after this, because I'm pretty sure The Haunting of Bly Manor and Watchmen are going to be the next two right after I finish this show in devs, and Raised by Wolves. But I know that in Watchmen, the Tulsa massacre plays a part in that as well, and I'll be honest, I don't want to watch that shit again, but as I've said before, with all my privilege, I can't look away from something like that. To live in my own little bubble where I'm safe is being a part of the problem, and it's being complicit in what's wrong with America, and I will not fucking do it. But I'd be lying if I said that wasn't really, really hard to watch. On a positive note, Hippolyta is back, and she was a boss bitch in this whole episode. She was the one telling everyone, get your shit straight, it's my daughter's life who's on the line right now, and I'm not having this bullshit, we're gonna save her. And she kept the portal open that whole time, nearly killing herself to do it. Honestly, now that I think about it, it really does seem like a big theme of this episode is the lengths a parent will go to for their children, or at least what previous generations will do for following generations. And it's just not right that so many generations of black people have had to suffer and suffer and suffer and fight for something better, just so that their children can live a better life than them. And yeah, I suppose some steps have been taken, some things are better, but for so much time to have passed and for so many generations to have passed and still not be at a point where things are equal, I've said it before, but it's fucking shameful. Christina's character, as she has been this whole season, is very interesting. It's neat to get her motives for wanting immortality. Like, she just wants to experience, an eternal lifetime's worth of firsts and see all the things she's never been able to, whether because she's been sheltered or because she's been a woman. But you know what? Fuck her. I will never be convinced that she couldn't at least have kept Lancaster alive long enough to heal Dee and make sure that Hippolyta didn't have to go through that pain, Montrose didn't have to go through that pain, Letty, Atticus, she once again did all this shit for her own self-interest while making it seem like she did it all for Ruby or for other people, and I don't fucking buy it. I don't buy it. And if Ruby doesn't make a decision here real quick to save her family instead of follow Christina, I'm gonna have a real tough time respecting her character at all. But we still have the finale. There's still time. And it was definitely touched on in this episode, once again, that being gay is hard enough. But what those white men said to Thomas right before they shot him, again, kind of highlighted the fact that, yes, being gay is hard, but then put all of that on top of being black in America, and things at that point are so much more complicated, so much harder. And it once again just goes to show that not everyone struggles are the exact same. Like, I may have had my own personal struggles as a gay man, but I also have the privilege of being white, which doesn't take away the struggles that I've faced, but makes them far different than that of a gay black man. And while yes, in many ways, the gay community can be quite inclusive and everything, there's still a huge problem with racism even in the gay community. And seeing that unfold all at the same time as this massacre of white people unleashing all this violence and rage on the black community, I don't know, it just hit different. It was hard to watch for a lot of reasons. But again, I suppose on a positive note, they got the book. They'll probably be able to save Dee. I still think she's probably going to lose her arm and be the girl with the robot arm in the future that pushes Atticus through the portal. But you know, I'm just searching for positives right now because that was some fucked up shit. And before I jump into the technicals, I think one more standout scene of the episode was Montrose saying the name of all the black people that he knew who were killed in the massacre. Because again, I don't think the go-to should be discussing black pain. Like, you should definitely celebrate black joy as well. But far too often, people like to just use, especially with the massacre, numbers in the stead of names. And in my opinion, that makes it too easy to dehumanize these people that were fucking murdered. And simply referring to the lives of other people as just statistics, it doesn't do it justice. It's not the right thing to do. But on to the technicals. The cinematography in this episode, I think, might be the best of the whole season. Even though Letty was kind of frustrating me by not moving a little faster to get through the portal, the imagery of her walking down that street with all the bombs going off around her, and then the reflection of the fire on the window in front of Montrose, like literally the fire from within him. It was stunning to look at. It was just hard to fully appreciate it given the circumstances. Music in this episode I think was very, very good. I particularly liked the moment when they used Sonia Sanchez's poem, when it transferred from the prayer to the poem and the whole house burning with her burning alive in it. That was such a powerful moment. The poem itself is speaking about generational trauma and the hope for something better for future generations. At least that's how I interpreted it. Please correct me if I'm wrong there, but that's kind of how I interpreted the poem. And I'm not positive what the music was exactly, so feel free to let me know. But the music when Letty's walking down the street with all the bombs going off and Hippolyta's holding the portal open, like, that was another truly beautiful moment. So I think the music in this episode was pretty outstanding. Editing and pacing was pretty fast paced again. And I feel like the episode was a little bit shorter than normal. I'm almost positive it is a little bit shorter. Oh, hold on. No, yeah, it is a little bit shorter than the episodes have been. Not by like a whole lot, though. That being said, I don't think it was quite as fast-paced as last episode. Like, there was a lot of information drops in this one, but I feel like we had a little bit more time to absorb what was happening in each scene. So I think the pacing was pretty much perfect, in my opinion. In terms of acting, I'm personally going to give it to Jonathan Majors for this one. His moment of telling his dad, like, you can't do this. I know you want to, but you don't know what this is going to change in the future. And then him finally telling him, like, you better be right that this won't change anything. And he lets him go, and he's just, crying his eyes out. That was very, very emotional. And I think it was kind of a key moment in those two characters' relationship where Atticus trusted in him to make the right decision, and even if he did go save him, that decision wouldn't erase his existence. But I also think that Michael K. Williams did really, really well in this episode, dealing with the trauma not only of his dad beating him and hating him for being gay, or at least suspecting him of that, but him having to witness all these deaths that he's already experienced all over again, especially that of Thomas, which happened right in front of him. Like, he did a pretty phenomenal job in this episode, and I also think that Journey Smollett Bell did fantastic. And overall, I'd give this episode, I don't know, I kind of want to give it the same score as I did the last one, because it had such an emotional reaction out of me, which is what filmmaking is really all about. But I do still have a slight issue with some of the characters being very frustrating in this episode. In many ways, playing with Dee's life and not putting her first like they're supposed to. Ruby siding with Christina once again. And just all the pain that was present in this episode. It was so fucked. It was so hard to watch. But it's also a part of history, and it was told really, really well, I think. So I don't know. I think for me, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Not quite as much as I liked the last episode, and that's really mostly because of the frustrating character decisions. But it was a very powerful episode and very, very good. And even with how painful this episode was, I'm very, very excited for the finale next week. I feel like there's still a lot of ground they have to cover, and I don't personally think they're gonna get to it all, so I'm kind of thinking they're gonna need a season 2, and I'm really, really hoping that they get one. But like I said, I do not see them like wrapping this all up in just the next episode, but I could be wrong. Like, I have faith in Misha Green that she knows what the fuck she's doing, because this show has been truly phenomenal from episode 1 all the way up to now. So we shall see. And that's about it. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Stop doing that. Those little girls have like Jordan Peele written all over them. It's like very Us, I feel like. Fuck, that actually scared me really bad.